quarterback man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
For tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Cook a 1st down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal. Cousins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Go off a handoff here to Swift.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Open man, once again it's Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration. As
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Cousins now. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. 21-0 our score after 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. 25 DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now it's Swift, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Goff now looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Goff on 1st down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson to target. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They try again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize.
And this time he is in. Yes. Dalvin Cook. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 69 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, Cousins to Jefferson on a slant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Goff on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So we hit halftime. halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3, launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cut?
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Goff. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Complete to right. And down to the 20s.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, Swift. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Khalif Raymond there to make the grab. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne, 44 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Goff on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need?
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 76 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Now a first down throw. Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Not much there, only a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Lions on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Open man right side is St. Brown. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins over the middle complete. It's Osborne, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A big offensive explosion.